Out my ducks. I'm just going to adjust the camera slightly. That's better. So just a quick video today, because this is like the third or fourth video I've just done in a row. I'm not sure when this will go out, but it's a part two really to the Oracle X, which I showed on Saturday. Again, depending on when this goes out, that would be Saturday the 18th of December. And this is a deck that was sent to me by David, who's the owner of the shop Curious Goods in Chesterfield. And he donated a couple of decks as well of Oracle X to go into the Christmas Cuppa Catchpring cards that I did with my friend Jenna. And it was some quiz prizes. But as I mentioned in the video on Saturday, you get 30 base cards in the deck, and the numbering works at like here 102. This is card 2 of the set of cards that was first released. Then when there was a second release, they start with 2, so it'll be 201, etc. And the artwork in this deck is brilliant. No two decks are ever the same, as I mentioned, and I will link the first walkthrough through, so I'm not going to go over everything again, but the key points are relevant to mention. That no two decks are the same. You get the same base 30 cards. With the 4th edition, you get an additional 12 cards, and they are taken from all the other releases, and they're just selected at random. So you don't, your deck is unique to you. So my set here had 42 cards, and I was really taken with the beauty of the artwork in this deck that I wanted a bigger amount, a larger amount. And the great thing about Oracle X is it's totally customizable. Is that a word? Customizable? It is now. You can buy an additional card. So the great thing is, sometimes they get damaged. I very often, when I'm shuffling overhand and I'm too rough, they will bend. I can replace this card for about 70 pence. Okay, just by going onto the website, typing in, or looking down the list, going to 119, seeing harvest, and dropping it into my cart. But the great thing is as well, you can have as many cards as you want. So I made a note of the numbers. So obviously I've got from 0, 1. Why is this going 2, 4? Where's my 0, 1? Oh, there it is, 101. So it starts off with mirror. That's the first card. All the way through to 30, and then a selection. So I made a number of the selection. And what I did was I went onto the website, and it was so easy to do. Link to the website will be below. I ordered an additional 58 cards so that I've got a 100 card deck. Now these are poker size, they're really easy to use. And no matter what editions are released, and they release about 2 different editions a year. And I think this deck has been around for about 10 years, but I wasn't aware of Oracle X. You can just go on and pick whatever cards you want. So putting these both together, it's not a huge deck, but it's 100 cards. So it gives me more options to work with. I think I'll work with this intuitively. There are additional things that you can take into account, like you've got some runes, you've got this color grid, and the color grid signifies things. And you do get a very handy fold out about Oracle X as well. And this is a really good quality paper. It tells you all about the coloured grids, the runes, there's some things on spreads. And there's your first 30 cards from mirror down to night, 101 to 130. That's the base deck, the base cards, 30 base cards that everybody gets. But even if you just order one, and these are reasonable, these were about £12–13. So what, $16, something like that, which is really good. The other thing to mention is, on the website, the more cards you add, the lower the price becomes. So they start off about 70p each, but if you order something like, I can't remember the exact numbers, but for example, 20, then they drop down to 60 something. And I actually got 58 cards for around £32, I think it was. And I made a saving of about £8 or £9. So I just thought I'd quickly show you the ones that I've chosen. And I'm not going to go into great detail because, as I said, I want this to be a short video really. It's a part 2, just to show you and give you a demonstration about how customizable this deck is. So I've got awareness, closet, and I chose them because I was thinking about, you know, if I was to pick masculine and feminine, I want those energies. I'm about balance. I want those energies in a reading. So I chose masculine and feminine. Delay, I thought that would be quite a good one. I've got desire, unconditional, trust, gift, mask. And I just felt that each of these that I was choosing, as I was looking at them, I'm thinking, yeah, if I was doing a reading or a 1-card pull or a 3-card pull, these are the kind of things I'd want to see. And I know I'd be able to work with puppet. And I know I'll be able to read with them intuitively. We've got judge, blindfold. We've got the goddess. I had to have the goddess there. The skeptic, tightrope. We all have those moments, don't we? Experiment, doorway, crossroads. Crossroads and doorway I thought could be similar, but they're different enough for me to read intuitively different. This is more not knowing which direction to go. This is more about opportunity that presents itself. Time, Narcissus, storyteller, tunnel. But don't you just love the artwork? See the numbers. So this is from series 3. Greed, dark, full. They're quite similar in art style. Unravel, rebel, guilt. I love that. That little dog looking all guilty because it's at the cake. Fog, stranger, boundary, indecisiveness, chapter up to the 4s now, anchor, patience, rainbow, strength, sad look, recharge, Triskelion. I just love the image on that. Elephant, it's one of my animals. Help, hesitation, baby. Thought that would be good too, especially if I'm doing readings for others. Explorer, retreat, truce, oops, saboteur, naked, coffin. Don't know why I suddenly can't hold the cards. Coffin, board, tower. We need those tower cards. Change, exhausted, and traitor. So that's the 52 extra cards that I've got. What I did notice is there's a slight colour change on the sides, but I intend, now I've got my 100 card deck, is to edge these in brown. I think it'll finish them off nicely. But this is a nice size deck now, and I knew by feeling the first 42 that they'd sit nicely in the hand. I think they'll shuffle easily, as you can see here. I love the size. I love the artwork, the keywords. I just love the fact that this deck, you know, is exclusive to me. And each deck that people buy will be exclusive to them as well, you know, because you are choosing your cards. How many decks out there can you choose your own cards? Or just replace one if one gets damaged, you know? That could have just got bent. and I could have had to replace it, and I'd have been sad about it. Just tidy these up a bit. I know why this card has come up for me today. I'll choose 2 more. Oh wow, sad, healer, and time. I can, this is my day. This is my day. As I'm filming this, you know, my mum's in hospital. We're all very sad about it. She's sad that she's in hospital. It's very close to Christmas. It doesn't look like she's going to get out for Christmas. There's been lots of healing from me as a Reiki master, healing from all my friends and family, collective healing from people in the community. And she's in a place where she is healing. But time is against us. You know, we wanted her out for Christmas, and we found out today that that's probably going to be unlikely because of some test results. And actually, you know, we shouldn't rush the process just because we want her home for Christmas. Might not necessarily be in her best interests, and what she needs is time to heal. So, wow, this deck is bang on point. First ever reading from it, and it's bang on point. Yeah. Anyway, Oracle X, I'm really digging it. I think it's an oracle that I can pick up and use and have no problem reading with it intuitively. There are keywords and meanings with if you go to the website and look them up. The website is great. It's very user-friendly. It was so easy picking and choosing cards to add to my cart. Again, all that information will be below. Do check it out. Thank you for watching, everybody. I don't know if to say Merry Christmas or not, because this might go up after Christmas, but if it hasn't, Merry Christmas. If it has, I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. Thank you for watching, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste, and blessed be.